talent attraction is a key constraint in the industry. And Grant, you and I have the opportunity to sit on the CFP Board's advisory council together, where we're volunteering our time and efforts to help to advance the financial planning profession, primarily through helping the CFP Board to create a more diverse and robust talent pipeline, which I don't need to explain to anybody who's listening why that's important today. How has Wescott tackled that industry constraint of attracting, building, developing, and retaining next generation talent?
It's a deliberate process, but I think it's so endemic in who we are. And as Carrie is referring to things in the Certified B, doing that Certified B Corp was, as Carrie said, easy because it's sort of all the values of who we are. But taking it to both recruitment, the hiring, and then the retention, on the recruitment, that sends you different places. You look for the next gen talent from where they are. The younger ones that we're looking for are still kind of casting about in the profession. They may not be in some place which engages them as much, may not bring them into client opportunities, may not have a well-defined career path. I know that we have a very well-defined career path, and that's very deliberate, in part because we all want to know what we're doing. We all want to know what we're building to, and we want to know what the milestones as we get ahead. Another part of it is in the hiring process. We bring out a lot of our people to go through what is, starts off as a screening process, which is a lot of this sort of that same psychological profiles that we're looking at. But also we engage our younger members in the process. They are very happy and very proud to be part of a hiring process, but they also see the prospective staff, prospective employees see that we respect the opinions and the thought leadership of our younger advisors. And so they engage and start talking about what's life like at Wescott, and they, get a pretty good report. And then in retention, again, I go back to career path and certain new career path, but also being able to be involved in not only the business in terms of working with clients and the training that goes along with it, but also the business of the business. We'll engage them in some incremental opportunity. We're always, making incremental changes, incremental learning, incremental business designs. And we'll recruit them and say, how would you like to work on this discrete part of this project? And so that gives them experience in terms of the business side. It gives them another skill set to have. And it also bonds them to different people within the firm. So, that's been our approach, and we love them. I mean, it really is just, it's a great atmosphere, and we do everything to encourage their happiness, but also their success.
There's not that many RIA firms who participate with us on the advisory council, the working groups for the CFP Board Center for Financial Planning. So I love that you do, because I think it's so important. It's harder in the RIA space because it's much more fragmented than when you look at the large wirehouse models. A lot of our peers and colleagues on the advisory council are from the big, national wirehouses, broker dealers, employers of thousands of CFPs. And that's important work also. I think for the RIA space in particular, it's acutely important for us to really think about how we are developing the next generation of talent and being open for business as such a wonderful model within the financial advice space.
Yeah. And it's important to have those larger organizations to help train. Sometimes I don't mean this disparagingly, but sort of a minor league, but also an opportunity for them to have, a great influx of people in and recruit for it. But I think for the RIAs, we don't get the talent that we're looking for doesn't get homogenized. Mm-hmm. It gets trained. It gets very thoughtful. We're still all, even in the larger RIA firms, it is still very much a firm setting where you can feel the entrepreneurism and the acceptance, and you can have cultural discussions and values and experiences, and that's really important to everybody to feel part of that and that they can be their own true self,
Hmm.
and that's
Hmm.
really important to us.